Having good tools is going to be critical for any homeowner or any hobbyist, whether you're working on small car engines or you're working on bicycles and things like that. And one of the most essential tools that, while you might not need all the time, but when you do need it, you absolutely need it, is going to be a torque wrench. This is a new torque wrench that I got from VANPO, and this is actually a really nice all-in-one toolkit. So what you're going to get is you're going to get their 1/4-inch torque wrench, and you're going to get a small socket set. So let's talk very quickly about what a torque wrench is. A torque wrench is going to be a device that, just like a regular socket, you'll be able to drive down any fasteners. The main difference, though, is that a torque wrench, you're going to be able to apply just the right amount of torque that is necessary for those fasteners. So if you're working on anything more precise or anything where you need to make sure that you're not over tightening it or under tightening it, that's what you're going to need a torque wrench for. So for instance, let's say if you're working with a car, if you're changing out the spark plugs, you don't want to over tighten them. Valve covers, things like that. If you're working with firearms and you're working on scope bases, there's definitely torque specs for that, and I suppose the same thing for bicycles. So what this torque wrench is, it's going to let you go and adjust the, I guess for lack of a word, power. It's going to let you go from 20 to 200 inch-pounds of torque. On the back, you also have it in Newton meters, and that is from 2.2 to 20.9 Newton meters. I don't think in Newton meters, you generally inch-pound or foot-pound. You do have a 1/4-inch socket head on here. Now you could loosen fasteners with this torque wrench, however I generally don't recommend it. Typically you're going to drive the sockets, drive the fasteners. If you need to remove a fastener or a screw, then just use a regular socket with a proper regular wrench with a proper 6-point socket. Now, on the front and the back, you are going to have the markings, and in order to adjust it, pull down, and then the bottom portion of the handle turns. Super smooth, and it also feels very much like a Tecton torque wrench that I also have. Now also with here, what you're also going to get is a number of sockets and drivers. You're going to get an extension, which is, what's the length? I think it was 120 or 140 millimeters. Looks about 3 inches. Then you are going to get a number of regular Allen screws, which are going to go 1/4-inch. Actually, no, V5. I believe are 8, 10, 12, and 14 millimeters. Then you're going to get a number of Torx wrenches, which is going to be T30, T27, and T25. You're not going to get the very, very small ones. Then once again, you have 8, 9, 10 millimeter sockets, and then you're going to have a 1/4-inch. So if you already have a set of 3/8 sockets, which is the most common size, you do get a 1/4-inch to 3/8 adapter onto which you'll be able to place that. Do note, if you want to get technical, by the time that you add extensions or extra sockets, then it is going to play a slight difference in the proper torque specifications. And then in here you also have that's the 12 and 14, 11 and 12 millimeter sockets. Okay. Overall though, for the money, this is a very nice torque wrench. Generally you're going to be spending, if you go to a big box store, you'll spend $40 or $50 alone on one. With this Amazon set, for far less than that, you're going to get the entire set. It's going to make a good gift for somebody, and or for yourself. Now, the only thing I'm not crazy about is that when I did get these, some of these were actually loose in the holder, so they did fall out, but small price to pay. So in any case, that is the complete torque wrench set by VANPO.